Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with some more Total War Warhammer, where we're jumping back into our Empire campaign. And we got a battle on our hands here. Since nobody really seemed to mind that I auto-resolved this one, I'm going to go ahead and do that because the auto-resolve is definitely giving me the benefit of the doubt here. I think it's really weighing these reinforcements heavily. And since the reinforcements tend to not be as useful in the actual battles as the auto-resolve seems to think, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that here, and we're going to auto-resolve this one. So let's go ahead and knock that out right now, and that's going to leave Stirland very vulnerable. Let's see, we lost about 200, that's not so bad. Looks like most of them were spearmen and halberdiers. A little bit of loot gain there, not a whole lot though. Oh, Carl gained a rank, that's good. Did you gain a rank? No. Let's see, 810, that's not a small amount of money. That would gain me 10% unit replenishment, though. I think that's going to be more important considering we are just beginning a campaign against Stirland here, so let's keep on the attack here and take the replenishment. So we didn't quite wipe his army out there. Or did we? It looks like we may have. I don't see them sitting around. Well, either way, let's get you leveled up. We could take the second tier of Warhorse and get a Barded Warhorse. Or we could jump to the Imperial Pegasus. Deathclaw sounds pretty badass. So does that mean he can fly? I think that means he can fly. Missile resistance, 25% larger aura. That seems pretty good too. More health might be in order as well. How much is that going to jump? It's about 500, it looks like. It's not bad at all. Or we could get some melee attack in there, make him hit a little bit harder. What's this do? That's tempting as well. Man, all of these are tempting. What's going to help the most immediate, though? Honestly, I think this will. So melee defense for our spearmen, swordsmen, and halberdiers. Halberdiers are going to be our higher tier later game infantry, and so this particular ability seems a lot more useful than the dwarven equivalent, because the dwarven one only covers dwarf warriors and miners, which are your early game units. The halberdiers are late game units, and so this seems a lot more effective. I'm going to grab that, and then I think... Oh wait, Kemperbad is not part of Stirland. So we are headed to Wertbad then, and then either Obstair or the Moot, depending on what they do. So it looks like I can't quite cross the border here, but we'll get close. Do you have any movement left? You do, okay. We'll get you there. And then I'm going to get you here. And that'll be just fine for this turn. We do have quite a bit of money left, so let's see if we can spend it anywhere. It looks like I can take this up to tier 3. It's going to give me how much more growth? Another 10. How are we on growth? We're almost high enough to take this up to here. So I'm going to save the money because next turn it looks like we're going to hit 4 surplus. That'll give me enough to grab this, and in 2 turns I'll have enough money to take it. So let's continue to save up. I think that's going to be the best plan here. How are we on research? 7 more turns. Is there any diplomatic options for us? Marienburg could trade with us, but I don't know that they will, and I don't particularly like them. I think I want to conquer them next. So, yeah, let's not do that. Ostland, they're pretty far up there. How do they feel about me? They're actually fairly positive, and they're also one of the stronger human factions. Let's maybe... No, come on. What if I give you a little bit of money? I can't offer them too much, or it's gonna kind of screw up our plans, so gotta be cautious here, but like 600 wouldn't kill me. No, okay, well they're not going to do it then. Anybody else? Wissenland. No, probably not. I think they're going to be next on our list if Marienburg turns out to... Actually, they might end up being next on our list anyways, just because they're in closer proximity, but them and Marienburg are not long for this world if I have anything to say about it. Bastogne doesn't like us. Bretonia, can we improve our relationship with you? No. When Chaos hits the field, they might change their tune, though. Kislev. How about Kislev? They're probably not very happy with me right now. We are trespassing in their territory, after all. So it doesn't look like anybody's willing to negotiate with us. Is there anything that you can do? No, not really. Not without spending money. So let's just advance. Okay, so there's our 4 surplus. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough money. I should have you join an army, shouldn't I? I probably should have done that in the previous turn. But let's get him over here. And then we decided that the wizard was just going to go around and help us out however he could, rather than join the combat. Let's see, are you a general? Captain.
I refuse.
He's a lord. Okay, so yeah, he's an agent. Assassinate, 31% chance. Only an 8% chance of wounding ourselves, though. Let's try it. We failed, okay. Oh well.
Bring me to my men.
Wow, you can't move very far, can you? Well, let's get you along the road here. I need to get you to, like, there. Oh, he's got to go around, that's why. Oh well.
Make haste, men.
You, on the other hand, can move up pretty far. Let's get you to, like, here. And we'll put them in ambush to help protect our other army. Not that we really need the protection, but we might be able to bait them into something stupid here. And then I think we'll save the rest of our money so that we have enough for this upgrade next turn. We could take any of these now, but I think we're better off waiting. 6 more turns on our research. Let's go ahead and advance. Okay, so Artois has declared war on us, which is interesting because I didn't know that they were all that upset with me. They're actually not really upset with me at all. They're pretty neutral, which is strange. We're also very much stronger than them. How does Bretonia feel about them? Actually, they're kind of friendly. I was hoping that they were not too friendly with them and we could maybe pull them into some kind of alliance based on our mutual hate. Doesn't look like that's going to be possible, though. So, I'll accept it. Nothing I can really do about it. Alright, so this puts me in a sort of compromised position. Oh yeah, the one of the other Bretonian factions keeps trespassing. It's these guys right here. Who are you again? What faction is this? Bastogne, that's right. So yeah, we're in a little bit of a compromised position here because Artois is right here. They have a pretty clean shot at Eilhart, which is not all that well defended. It's not the most important province or settlement that we have in our province, but, you know, we don't want to lose territory, especially to a weaker faction, so we're going to have to figure out what we want to do about this. Unfortunately, I can't throw one of these down because we are only on tier 2, so I would need to upgrade first, and by the time we got to there, they'd more than likely arrive already. So we're just going to continue with the plan and hope that we can kind of fight them off some other way. Alright, so what can you do for me? This army is very weak. I think what we'll do is we can assassinate, we can assault a unit. I don't know that that's really going to help me. We can also try to assault the city. Wurtbad is a capital, and it does have tall walls, so if I could destroy those walls maybe. Oh, I don't have enough money, great. Well,
Is it time?
let's ride up to about here. And why don't you get out of that stance and maybe right up to about here. Let's get you into ambush, although that's probably not going to get me anywhere. And then I suppose we'll advance again. We're going to keep an eye on Artois and see if they start moving on Isleheart. If they move on Helmgart, we should be fine because they have a pretty large garrison. Helmgart is actually walled in, so we're very safe there. But obviously Isleheart is very exposed. Not the most important province. Again, our troops are coming from here. This is just a little bit of extra income and a little bit of extra growth. But again, we don't want to lose any territory. And then over here, I don't know how this is going to play out, but hopefully we can destroy that, lessen their garrison a bit, and then siege it. Otherwise, this might get a little bit ugly for us. So, Ostland is offering me a trade now. I am happy to accept because, you know, that we were going for that anyways. It looks like we are going to get about 81 gold per turn off this, and they're going to get about 289. So they definitely stand to gain from this more than we do, which makes it kind of interesting that they would refuse it in the first place, but I am happy to accept because any income is better than no income. So we will take it. Alright, so somebody tried to impede our army, but they failed. Our trade negotiation went through, and looks like Wissenland is also at war with Stirland. That's kind of an interesting development. Right, so our plan here kind of hinges on him being successful with this. If he can destroy this, it should take down their walls. It should also lessen their gear. Well, not take down their walls. It will damage their walls and their turrets, and also lessen their garrison by quite a bit. We were successful, so that should mean, well, not only does he level up, and let's see, Storm of Magic, yeah. Let's upgrade that, because that's what we need him to do right now. That is damaged, so their garrison should be smaller and weaker. And why don't you get out of that stance and go ahead and besiege them. It's 50-50. That's not ideal, to say the least. Let's grab some siege towers. Let's see. 2 turns, huh? That's going to take 3. Let's go with some of these and see what our prospects look like in the next turn. It's going to take us 10 turns to get any kind of attrition out of them, and it's going to take 16 turns until they surrender, so I probably don't want to wait that long. Let's continue the siege for now. And then what I'd like to do is jump into our diplomacy, and Wissenland is now the enemy of my enemy, which makes them potentially my friend. Let's get a trade agreement. They're going to reject. Okay, so none of this is going to work out as well as I'd hoped. I was hoping I could get them to maybe join me, use them to help me besiege this, and then eventually betray them. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Would you be willing to make peace? No, unless I throw money at you, which I don't feel like doing. Bastogne, let's see if they're... No, really? Huh. Kislev, you guys are still mad at us, aren't you? Yeah. They're still mad. Well, let's kind of sit back here and see what we can do. If we have to, we'll lump the wizard into the fight and see if maybe he can turn the tide a little bit, but I don't know that it'll be enough. Is there anything that we can upgrade? Not yet, but next turn we should be able to upgrade at least 1 or 2 things. So, with that said, let's go ahead and move forward. Alright, so it looks like their hero or their agent was able to assault one of our units. Our warriors range deep into hostile lands, but all is not well. There are dark omens abroad, as if the shadow of some horned god was watching from the evil moon above. The army is fettered by Morrslieb's glare. We can drum up some war fervor for basically our entire treasury, or we can do nothing. I think I kind of need the war fervor right now. I can't afford a morale penalty right before this siege. So let's do that. Unfortunately, that means we can't upgrade anything this turn. But how are... Well, I don't think anything's changed, really. Let's take another look.
I will fight with you.
Yeah, wow. We took a lot of losses there. Are we suffering attrition right now? I don't think we're supposed to be. Continue the siege.
We must attack.
I don't... Let's see. So we're not replenishing because we're in enemy territory, but we... I don't know how we lost that many men. I don't understand that at all.
Ready.
Can you get rid of him for me? That would be great. We failed. Perfect. But he did level up, so there is that. Well, let's go for Adept, maybe. We'll start focusing on weakening their garrisons or something. I keep forgetting to move you. That would have helped me quite a bit. I need you to go after their agent, maybe. But yeah, we'll add him to the army once he does that, and I'm going to continue to assault their garrison units, and hopefully we can kind of whittle away at them that way. Is there anything else I can do here? Not really. Marienburg is looking like they're about to trespass, which I do not like. But that army can't really do anything to Helmgart. Helmgart is very well garrisoned. Eilhart is not, but I still don't think they've got enough. Yeah, they could take Eilhart from me. But I'd like to see them try. Otherwise, let's see, 3 more turns on our research. Let's keep moving. So they've successfully assaulted our units again, which means that we are basically... sorry, I was trying to read this. We're basically out of the fight now. And we failed this because, I mean, why would we help Ostermark, really? Stranger comes. We could get a bunch of money for some Chaos Corruption, or we can eliminate Chaos Corruption. I'm going to refuse him because, honestly, I have a decent amount of money right now. But yeah, our army is in tatters because of this agent here. So, can I get you to maybe kill him? That would be great.
Is it time?
We successfully wounded him, it looks like, and you leveled up. That's perfect. Armor +6. That would be pretty helpful, actually. Let's get your armor up. And let's see, you. I need you to... Oh, because we're besieging them, I can't attack this place. That does suck. I could lump him into this army, though, and see if that changes anything for me.
Now.
That's a bit frustrating. I could back out of this siege,
War calls.
but we would lose all of our equipment, which is frustrating as well. Don't want to do that, but assaulting their garrisons would be very helpful. Especially if we could kill the mortar. The mortar is definitely one of their stronger weapons right now. So let's just continue this siege. And I am going to go after maybe him. Sure, let's try it.
So,
Critical success. So we killed him and got out safe. Let's continue with maybe Storm of Magic. I don't know. And do we have enough money to do anything over here? Probably not after all we just spent on those actions. No, we do not. Okay. Well, let's keep moving forward here. We're playing at a pretty quick pace here, but I'm trying to make some significant headway into this conquest. And because we hit their city first, unfortunately, we're getting bogged down in this siege. But once we get through there, the other two should be fairly simple, because they do not have, or at least I would assume they do not have walls on those cities. And so it's just a matter of kind of steamrolling through after we get Wurtbad here, sorry. Alright, well, let's go ahead and have these guys join the two armies here. And I hope that that will lend us at least a little bit more strength in regard to this siege. Yeah, no, I want the whole army. There we go. It's still not looking great, but we are about to get another tower. I don't know that this is really going to matter, though. The two successful assaults on our units basically crushed any chances we had of winning, which is really unfortunate. But we can kind of wait them out. We're already, well, not quite halfway there, but we're getting close. That might be our only chance of winning this. I just don't like the idea of waiting them out like that, especially since it's so hard for us to do anything else, given that both of our armies are tied up there. Okay, so one more turn and you're done, and then we can maybe look at another building here, or I could take this upgrade, although I don't know that we really need to, because we're already back at 3 surplus. I don't think we should even bother upgrading that any further until we have nothing else to spend that money on, because we already have more than enough to take this, and that's really the last upgrade we need, or at least the last town upgrade we need that requires any surplus. So yeah, that's kind of worthless at this point. We might replace it for something else, but we don't have enough gold, so let's save our gold up and see what we can get in this spot next turn. Otherwise, oh, our research will be done next turn as well. Yeah, let's just keep moving. So Stirland's offering me a peace treaty. I would consider it if they were willing to confederate. What would it cost me to do that? I don't think any amount of money I have would convince them, but that's all I can do. No, we're not going to accept that. Okay, so let's grab a new research. I think we will take sea charts, because that's really our only option. It's not going to do us any good because we don't have any ports, but we'll take it anyways. And then, what do we want to upgrade here? Let's see. I think some kind of military support is going to be the best choice, although the gunsmith is very tempting. What I might do, let's see, Hellstone rockets and great cannons. Yeah, I think eventually, because this is a tier 3 and there's no buildings beyond this, is once we've used the cow pens up, we'll get rid of them and build, what was that? We'll build a Reichsfort there so that we can start recruiting Reichsguard, because this is no longer going to do me any good at all. And then in this spot, I think we will build either a blacksmith. I think a blacksmith would be smart, because that'll give me Empire Knights and Halberdiers, and it looks like Demigriff Knights and other things as well. But some of the other buildings require, what was it? Or sorry, some of the other units require, I think it was the higher tier gunsmith. And so I kind of want one of those somewhere in here as well, but I just don't know where we would put it. So let's see, for now, I can't afford any of these. Maybe I should take this upgrade. That will boost my public order, not that I need it, but it would allow me to upgrade this as well. Or, sorry, it would allow me to build one of these here, is what I meant by that. If we wait one more turn, I can get the blacksmith. I think that's the smarter play, because that'll give me halberdiers. So yeah, let's wait. And also, all is not lost as far as our siege is concerned, because we have the Wissenland army here. I think it was Wissenland, yeah. I'm hoping they kind of roll over this way and maybe help me out. I don't know that they will, but it is something that might happen and could be very helpful if they do. I'm going to send you to maybe go deal with him.
Righteous fury upon me.
Let's see. We failed. Okay, well maybe you can keep him busy. What else do we got going on? I don't think we really have anything else. Let's take a look at diplomacy and see if maybe we can convince these guys now.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire.
They might accept a trade. No, they're still going to refuse. I was hoping that we could... My initial plan was to conquer them, but since we're now at war with the same faction, I was hoping that we could convince them to maybe become an ally with us, excuse me, and maybe confederate down the line. And that would, you know, serve the same purpose, but benefit me more in the short term as well. But it doesn't look like they're going to be willing to. They're being a little bit hard-headed right now. Luckily, Artois does not seem to be all that willing to actually act on their war declaration. I almost got a peace treaty out of them right there. If we wait a little bit longer, they might accept. But yeah, they haven't done anything as of yet to really concern me. Ostland, can we improve our relationship at all? It doesn't look like it. What about Bretonia? No. That just leaves the dwarves of Carrick-Norn. They don't seem to be willing to do anything either, so unless Kislev wants to trade, yeah, no diplomatic options for us. And we're actually out of time, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, and I will advance the turn between episodes, and we'll come back with a fresh turn next time. But it looks like, unless Wissenland decides to maybe help me out with this siege, we're probably just going to have to wait them out here and take it that way, which is not my first choice, but it seems like the best call unless we can get some kind of support from these guys, which, as long as they refuse to become my ally, I can't exactly direct them over there, so it's going to be solely up to random chance. But yeah, that is my hope anyways. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to share my videos however you guys see fit, and I will see you guys back here for the next part of our Total War Warhammer Empire campaign.